Okay. After 15 years, God said that is not your husband. After 15 years. Red flag first and foremost. But a part of me wants to say, okay, if this was my sister, my aunt, my cut, I would tell her, my best friend, whatever. I'd be like, you know what, if you really not happy, I guess, right? But it's another side of me that's like that brother side, like, man, if your life is good, I don't care you talking about you bored or something like it. Y'all figure something out. But I think the only reason she's feeling like it's because she probably got somebody else lined up that's been making her feel some type of way, getting up in her head. Which is, if the dude can infiltrate, she ain't yours, bro. First and foremost, she ain't yours if she can infiltrate. I got to put that on because it's too much light. But let's listen to why. I don't even know why. I'm just saying. If it was my sister, I'm like, I want you to be happy, but then again, she don't know the dating pool out here lately. Like, it's different now. You met your dude 15 years ago when there was no Instagram and all this other stuff. And the thing is, he probably like her more. But in order for it to really go down and work, she needs to like that man more. But let's go.
We were together for 15 years. We were married for 7. It was a beautiful thing, and we still had, the normal ups and downs. But I will say we didn't have a relationship where we argued all the time. Yeah. We didn't have a relationship where we were dealing with infidelity or stuff like that, during those times. We didn't have that type of relationship. So, because we were friends first. Yeah. So it was always like, that's my homie. It was just something in me as a woman. I cannot explain it to where... It was like I was battling myself. You feel like I'm trying to do the right thing, but it's something that's pulling me away from doing this. But why would it...
Like another nigga?
It pulled me away from my husband. I'm battling in the midst of that with religion, like with the people telling me at church and what I'm getting spiritual advice from. And then I'm battling with it with myself. Like, why am I feeling this way? I'm talking about I'm going to therapy for myself to figure out why am I feeling this way.
While the church people are telling you one thing to do and your body, yourself is telling you to do something else and you need to go to therapy for this, you need somebody else to make that decision for you?
Towards my husband. And the way I was feeling, it wasn't like I felt resentment towards him. It was almost like I was withholding a piece of me that I couldn't give him. I'm sitting on the couch and we had a small issue, and that small issue was that pattern. Now, you done went to therapy for this. We done had talks for this. I done talked to you. What did you get from this after I said? To make sure you understand, because I love to communicate. And I'm sitting on the couch, y'all, and I kid you not, God told me, that is not your husband. Wow. For 7. It was
Listen to me and hear me clearly, okay, shorty? God did not tell you that. God did not tell you that. How you take your vows and get married, being married, and they told you stay together through this and that, and you sitting here talking about God told you to get it. How dare you? You what? How did God tell you to do that? How do you know that? How do you know that? So was it a voice in your head? Was it the devil? Could it have been the devil? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, shorty. God told you that ain't your husband. No. You being petty. You talking about something on the couch, some small stuff we talked about and he ain't listening to it. Yeah, I can understand that. But if you think that ain't going to happen with the next man, are you crazy? What if the next man you think is your husband and God say, this is him? He do the same thing. That's what I got to... If he do the... Come on, man. Knock it off. I know she's playing. She cannot be serious. Like, what is she talking about? Let's listen to this.
It's a beautiful thing, and we still had the normal ups and downs. But I will say we didn't have a relationship where we argued all the time.
She probably called him bro too. Like, come on, get that up, bro. I tell my wife, don't call me bro. You better check yourself. Don't ever call me bro. Don't ever. You call me sir or something. Don't call me bro. Don't call me bro. I ain't your bro. How that look? We trying to be all sexual and all this stuff. You over here like, oh yeah, bro. Like, what the? Hold up. Whoa, this is not one of them type of parties. Knock it off.
We didn't have a relationship where we were dealing with infidelity or stuff like that, during those times. We didn't have that type of relationship. So
she's telling you right now that that they didn't have any infidelity. So she been thinking about infidelity probably the past 5 years.
because we were friends first.
Yeah.
You know, so it was always like, that's my homie. It was just something in me as a woman. I cannot explain it, to where it was like I was battling myself. You feel like I'm trying to do the right thing, but it's something that's pulling me away from doing this. But why would it pull me away from my husband? I'm battling in the midst of that with religion, like what the people telling me at church and what I'm getting spiritual advice from. And then I'm battling with it with myself. Like, why am I feeling?
Women, I mean, people in general, but definitely when it comes to this type of stuff, listen, women would throw away their whole family for their happiness. And they said a man would throw away his whole happiness for his family. This is a prime example of that. Luckily, they never had kids. She probably never even wanted to let this man have kids. And if she do got kids and she's still over here talking like this is crazy. This is crazy. You think you talking about a husband. You about to mess up your whole situation because you talking about God said that this ain't your husband. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, somebody need to smack some sense into you. She just look confused even saying it. This don't even look believable when she's saying it. And you damn near talking about, oh, God told me.
Feeling this way. I'm talking about I'm going to therapy for myself to figure out why am I feeling this way towards my husband.
It's not going to be the same the whole time. You're going to have to find out why you fell in love with him in the first place. Why did y'all decide to get married? You got to figure all this out over and over again because people change. People are not themselves their entire life. And you've been with the other 15 years. You probably met him when he was in his teenage years, 20. That man ain't going to be the same man at 30 or else he shouldn't be. Or you still got a boy. He shouldn't be that same man. So if he's doing something wrong, okay, I get what you're saying, but you got to tell him that, work on it with him. That's your husband. That's your partner, your life partner, and walk through and walk together and figure this thing out.
And the way I was feeling, it wasn't like I felt resentment towards him. It was almost like I was withholding a piece of me that I couldn't give him.
Well, why didn't you give it to him? Why was you withholding that? Why was you holding your true feeling hostage or whatever that might have been what he needed, which whatever you was holding back? How can you not try everything before you give up everything? You know what I mean? And then just accredit it off, third party it off and be like, oh, well, God told me to do it. God ain't tell you to do that, man. What else did God tell you to do?
Sitting on the couch and we had a small issue, and that small issue was back that pattern. Now, you done went to therapy for this. We done had talks for this. I done talked to you. What did you get from this after I said? To make sure you understand, because I love to communicate. And I'm sitting on the couch, y'all, and I kid you not, God told me, that is not your husband.
Wow. The kids, don't they? They always interrupt me as soon as I get to going and flowing. But yeah, in this scenario, baby, I don't think God is let's keep God out of this. You know, let's just say you was tired of your man. I think this whole thing, she's just trying to wrap up and say to you, she was tired of her man. Her man wasn't pleasing her right. Been with him that long. Who knows if he was hitting it right? And then I'm saying, if you met somebody teenage years and all that, man, it's more than likely that something's going to happen over the time. And you telling me in 15 years he ain't tried to do nothing? You ain't never caught him texting no other or this or that? I think she found out her man probably... He can't pull nothing else out here. You know what I mean? She lucky he met her when she, like I said, the bodies continue to change, right? Throughout the life. You know, they say you get like 4 bodies in a lifetime, right? So he met her probably in her first, second. You know, now from her second to third, she like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And his second to third ain't that. If he ain't in the gym, bro, that's his fault. If he just sitting at home, don't want to, not motivated, basically just one foot in the dirt, so to speak. You know what I mean? Just like, yo, I'm just doing everything basic. I talk sports all day, work 9 to 5, come home, don't work out. I don't want to cook or this, like it's just that boring, nice guy stuff is it's good. I'm not saying it's bad, but like I said, it's stable, but she's craving something a little bit more. She's been on Instagram. She's been seeing podcasts. She's been hearing other opinions from other people and thinking like, oh, this applies to her. She probably seen some lady talk about, yo, this, that, and God showed me a sign that this, and she's using this as a scapegoat instead of just saying, you know, he's boring. He's a good man, but maybe there's some other woman, but I need more. I want more. And I know I signed up for this and I'm wrong and but that ain't my husband. God told me that ain't my husband. No, you convinced yourself that's not your husband. Everything you've been getting internal, how does all this other stuff can, you listen to this and what other people might be saying and what you might be indulging in your everyday activities versus what the church was saying, the religion side of it. You was just basically letting that come in through one ear and out the other. But all this other stuff stuck, and now you saying that God, you going right back to the religion thing, saying God told me this ain't your husband. But the people at the church was telling you, the people of God was telling you that is your husband. You know, feel this way, feel that way. You gonna feel like this. Like, come on, if something's not adding up. You said yes. You when he proposed to you, y'all probably didn't know what it was, you know, and everything don't work out. But I'm still saying, let's just call it what it is. It's not. Let's not say God made it. So now the other dude can blame God because God took away his wife from him. Nah, let's not use God for this. I would love to see if y'all agree, disagree. Like I said, subscribe, like, comment. Humbly asking y'all to subscribe, like, and comment, you know, because y'all don't have to do nothing. But I'm glad that you made it to this video. And you could hear kind of my side on things, my thoughts on things. I read the headline. Like I said, I've been waiting to watch it with y'all, but our backgrounds kind of match. I like this. Yeah, the backgrounds kind of match. You see that? So that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I like that. Hold on, react. Boom. Oh, I know I could just flick that with the 2 angles. All right, see, I'm learning new stuff. This is gonna get better and better. But yeah, I'm telling you, shorty, I feel what you're saying. You might not be thinking it's your guy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but how do you know? How do you know? And I guess time will tell everything. So until next time, please thank y'all for tuning in. Ruffle Feathers TV. We taking this thing up there every day. We trying to get in here and give y'all updates to everything that's happening. And that's what we continue to do.